So they say that you can master something in 10 years. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I really don't feel like I mastered anything. So, this is my first vlog. Today is my 10-year anniversary being on YouTube. I started back May 20th, 2014, and I was 13 years old. I'm currently 23. And I think it's actually crazy because I don't think 13-year-old me would have expected to do this for 10 years.
You guys are lucky. You have like 17 subscribers already. Too.
I would like to say that my life changed drastically. In general, so much things can happen in 10 years. So many people you'll meet and impact your life in 10 years. And there's so much things you can learn in 10 years. It was like the beginning of my fascination of having an idea and creating it into a moving picture of some sort.
Welcome to... I actually don't even know what the show is called.
And then I transitioned into high school. Into high school, I was like so confident. I was like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I make videos. And there's a whole lot of people in my school that like really was interested in YouTube videos. So we all kind of like became friends and like started creating content together, like playing games. And it was an interesting time.
Yo, I felt like my nose. Oh my god, excuse me.
Until I moved away into a new school and left the vlogging life behind for a little bit because I lost a lot of my confidence. There was a video I put out a while ago about how my teacher like bullied me in school. It was very, very traumatic and I lost a lot of confidence in myself.
Like worst anxiety every day. Because I was so scared. Because like the fact that he was my TA, the teacher that's supposed to guide you, like I was terrified to go to schools.
And I think that was the start of like me becoming very, very socially anxious and also becoming extremely introverted, especially after like you move to a new place where you know no one. It's really easy to become an introvert. So I would like to say I used to be very extroverted.
Oh god.
I actually met my boyfriend in high school because I was an extrovert and he was an introvert. I started talking to him because he was alone. We're going to a school trip and I had a crush on his friend who didn't go on the trip. And then this guy was by himself and I was like, hey, I'll just bother you. And I actually have a whole vlog of that. The beginnings of us becoming friends.
And people from my class like this kid.
I'm like really glad that I was able to capture moments with us together. I think that's like one of the most amazing things and one of the most great things that has come out of this YouTube journey is just like documenting really, really happy moments.
I think I just sleep on you. Why did you fucking let us sock her?
Vlogging life isn't for me. I kind of concluded that I like to kind of live life in the moment. I don't really want to focus so much on like showing stuff onto the camera. I feel like I went through so many eras as well after the vlogging era, really randomly. So what happened was your girl was a broke girl. 2018, 2019, life before that, like I would say 90% of my clothes was thrifted or hand-me-downs from people. Prior to this, I didn't have that many clothes to wear to school because I went to Catholic school, right? So I had uniform and everything. So then I was like, okay, I have some cash left over. You know, I'm gonna save a lot for, you know, transportation, for food, for my school supplies, but I got some left over for clothes, right? So I went on this website called YesStyle and then I made a haul like, hey guys.
Recently, I've entered university and I've been needing a lot of clothes. So my sister recommended me this website called YesStyle.
What's crazy about it is that at the time, they just started having like this friends rewards code or whatever. So like I shared the code to my viewers and then you got money from it basically. And then I was popping, the videos took off and then I made so many more. The company started working with me. I started like making videos for them, sharing my code, and then I literally was able to pay for my tuition. I paid for trips for myself, for my sisters. I was able to buy more clothes for myself and it was just a great time. But there's only so much you could do with fashion and stuff like that. Fashion was never really my strong suit. So I felt like imposter syndrome. Like I didn't really know what I was doing.
So I'm actually a really huge Avatar The Last Airbender fan.
And then all of a sudden, there's this show called Inuyasha. And it was a show that I was obsessed with for my whole life. They suddenly were like, okay, we're gonna have a sequel. And I was like, bro.
I didn't think in the last 10 years of me living that we would see more Inuyasha content.
I just had to talk about Inuyasha because it was my favorite thing in the whole wide world at the time. And they were like, we're gonna have a sequel after like 20 years. And then I was like, I'm gonna make a video talking about it. So then I just talked about Inuyasha and Yashahime, and then it blew up.
I'm gonna cry. I'm tearing up already. Okay. Wait.
All of a sudden I got people from elementary school that I've never talked to in like 10 years reaching out to me. It was all too overwhelming at the time, okay? At the moment, it's kind of like a fork in the road. It's like you can either continue doing fashion or you can continue doing anime. With YouTube, you kind of gotta choose. And if you know me for so long, you know my channel is like question mark. I don't even know what's happening over here, you know what I mean? I decided to go with the anime route because I was like, I gotta follow my heart.
She sent me this beautiful painting of Inuyasha. It's gonna go right here.
So then I followed my heart, and then I met so many really cool people. I met like Alan, he's one of the voice actors in my life. You know what's crazy? I met Alan Lee. I literally just got off the phone with him just now in Discord. But it was the most amazing thing I think that happened in my life coming out of choosing anime. Edamame, don't forget, we're not friends. We're not family.
Thanks, Abby.
So there's this voice actor named Alan Lee, okay? So at the time, there's this anime called The Great Pretender. And I watched it randomly in English dub.
Great Pretender?
Yeah, everyone! Hey, watch Great Pretender.
Anything?
And then, you know, when you're watching an anime and you just like search up the voices, you're like, oh, I wonder like who voiced this person, blah, blah, blah. And I saw like Alan Lee voices Edamura and Edamame, the main character. And then I was like, wow, that's so cool. Yashahime News came out, and then I started making videos on it. And then all of a sudden on Twitter, I see Alan Lee followed me on Twitter, and I was like, huh, what now? So then I DM'd him. I was like, hey, I'm a huge fan. I really like doing Great Pretender. La la la. And Alan was like, oh my god, thank you so much. I surely we're gonna chat again soon. Bye. And I was like, huh? They didn't announce the voices of Yashahime, right? So we didn't even know if like the original like English cast is coming back. So my brain is putting two and two together, and I'm like, is Alan gonna play Inuyasha? I just had a feeling Alan was gonna play somebody. I didn't know. I was just putting two and two together, okay?
So, Kohaku!
And then later on they announced it, and I was like, oh
yes! I'm the Great Pretender.
Anyways, I don't even know where I am in the story. And then I started streaming, and
Thank you guys for finding my channel, because my channel was really quiet.
at the time I only had a Mac computer, and streaming on a Mac computer is so doo-doo garbage.
There's another one. Go, Dad!
I saved up money so I can have a PC, and then that changed my life. That's all I gotta say.
Why is he so fast? Why did he wait? I like how he waited for me to run.
And then streaming was like super fun, and I started talking about One Piece and other anime once Yashahime ended. Oh, I also opened up a sticker shop. I probably should do that again too.
Tuli, thank you for the 100 again.
So when they do say you can master something in 10 years, I definitely don't feel like I mastered it. I definitely think there's so much I can learn. I feel like there's so much I can learn from someone that just started yesterday. There's so much I can learn from someone that has been doing this for 20 years. There's so much I can learn from someone that has been doing this since I met them. Literally everyone or anyone. So to say you could master something in 10 years, I definitely think that it can be possible. But in my case, I'm still learning. So yeah. And to any of you, I'm not gonna say like to any of you who want to be a freaking content creator, because girl, I don't know either. But to any of you who have a dream that you want to achieve and you feel like it's so far away, you really don't know, right? Because when I did the whole YesStyle stuff, my life really turned. I even had a freaking viral TikTok that has like 2 million views, okay? What happened there? Okay? You really don't know. I think if you have a dream, no matter how old you are, just start, right? Just put yourself out there and hope for the best. And just keep going. And you really never know what will happen. And it's better to try than not to try. That's all I would say. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been a great 10 years, and there's so many times where I'm like, this is the end, you know what I mean? But I think genuinely, I would say see you in the next video, because I don't think this is the end. I feel like I wouldn't be here with any of you guys. All I can really say is thank you and just keep going, you know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.